A pro-life memorial was vandalized at California Polytechnic State University. You're watching Hot Take with Kate Herzl. Today we have campus Reform Correspondent and Cal Poly student Sean Senn to tell us a little bit more about what's happening at his campus. Sean, it's great to have you. Can you tell us what's happening at your university?
On February 2nd, my club had a pro-life display and demonstration set up, and it was completely destroyed by pro-choice advocates. Our display was very simple. We wanted to illustrate how much death institutionalized access to abortion causes. We had 972 small pink crosses arrayed on a lawn in our campus. And by a few hours later, all those crosses were ripped up, removed, thrown in the trash by these pro-choice advocates. And unfortunately, Kate, none of them were held accountable.
Unfortunately, it sounds like you're not the only campus this has happened to. Clovis Community College also had their pro-life memorial vandalized as well. Is this a trend that we're seeing happening at college campuses across California?
Oh, it almost certainly is, Kate. But I just want to stress this is not just a California problem. There are examples of pro-life demonstrations and displays being destroyed across the entire country. Examples in South Carolina, in Florida, in Texas. This is not just a California problem, I'm afraid.
And I'm sure the students that vandalized those memorials as well weren't held accountable. What message does this send college students when their own colleges won't hold them accountable for committing crimes? What message does this send them for the future?
It's telling these woke students that the institutions have their back, that they won't be held accountable for these actions that they take, especially when it's in pursuit of advancing their ideology. And unfortunately, I think this is going to influence them and tell them later in life, when they're in the workplace, when they're in politics, when they're in media, to continue doing these kinds of tactics. And this is a stark contrast to conservatives like myself who feel afraid whenever I go into a classroom or onto campus, that if I say the wrong thing, then I'm going to be ostracized, that I'm going to have any possible work in the future taken away from me. And I think that's a very terrible thing for future students and future workers to feel.
Thank you so much for coming on, Sean. We really appreciate it. And that was Hot Take with Kate Herzl.